Hello, my name's Barrett Sims, and if you're like me and you are a Windows user and you own a Roland FP-90X, you may be surprised that there's no ASIO driver for the device. Just a little background, if I run a small recording studio, I record samples for students, I teach a lot, and so I use my keyboard to record songs, examples for kids, and also in my music studio for music and people that come over here to record. One of the reasons why I like an ASIO driver is because, especially in keyboards, like the Roland Juno series, like the D8, the DS88, even down to the Roland FP7F, which is old. There's always been an ASIO driver, so in my audio workstation, I can select that as the device to record USB. To record over USB, I can record the MIDI and the audio at the same time without having to go through preamps in an interface. So I don't have to worry about noise or latency or anything like that. It works really well. The Roland FP-90X does not have that, but I'm going to show you a workaround. Again, this is just for Windows users. Mac, you have your own drivers and you have your own stuff, but for Windows users, we've got a little workaround to do this. Let me walk you through how to do that. So the first thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to install the Steinberg built-in ASIO driver. This is a third-party ASIO driver. It allows us to work with hardware that doesn't have native ASIO drivers. It works really well. I'll put a link to this down in the description below. And you may find, if you search for this, you may find some people talking about the generic low latency ASIO driver. You may have that installed on your system already. Just to let you know, this one's older. It's been deprecated, which means they're not working on it anymore. This is the new one. It works a little bit better, has some nice features to it, but you can install this one if you don't have it. So you can go down here and you install it. All right. You'll click, you'll download, there's no license, there's no cost, it's free, you should get it and you install it, it's fine. So once you install it, and notice I already have my FP-90X plugged in through USB at my computer. We can see down here that if I look at it as an audio device, right, I can see its line, right, so I can output to the device just fine. Once I install that, Steinberg will have what's called a built-in ASIO driver setup. So here, I have to come in here and I can see like my different devices that it recognizes and it can work with. And I'm going to select line Roland digital piano for my output and my input. Do both those. So once you have the driver configured, now it's just a matter of using it. I'm going to fire up my audio workstation here. I use Reaper. It's been great to me for the last 10 years or so. And you see my ASIO driver. By default, I'm using my Focusrite interface, but you can see my list of drivers here. And notice I've got one for the Juno DS. I don't have one for the FP-90X, so I don't know why Roland can't do that. But it's fine. This works really well. So now you can see I've got these inputs and outputs, which were configured in the setup application. I'm going to select that. I'm going to create a track. And now we can see I've got a left and right for the signal. I'm going to create my piano line to get that from stereo. And I'm also going to create a MIDI track using my Roland digital piano. All right, so they're both armed for recording. I'm just going to play some random notes here. Stop that. Save it, sure, why not? And we can see if I open up the MIDI. So I've got my MIDI notes here that I played. My velocities are all there. And we can see here my waveform. So if I play this back now, Sounds great. And then there's no preamp noise, nothing. I can crank the volume up. I can change any of the piano sounds on my Roland FP-90X and record those. It's really great. And so if you're running into this problem, I hope this helps. It's helped me a lot, and have a good time. All right, bye-bye.